What is good, everybody? Hello. My name is Jenkinz. This is Discourse Syndicate, another Thursday night live chart analysis, technical analysis. I'm going to dissect the hex chart, see what's going on right now, see what's been happening, look for, specific trends, patterns, point some things out, kind of project where we can expect, to see hex going here soon. And obviously in the future, we know it's going up and to the right. But I come on here every Thursday and I like to break things down and kind of look for little zones here and there to give you guys, some interesting things to look at throughout the week. So last week I got on, if you guys remember, we did some TA. I talked with you guys a lot, and then we actually had like a little hex party on the stream. That was fun, but the stream went too long last week. I feel like hour plus long streams, at least for technical analysis, shouldn't be that long. So how I'm going to do it this week, I'm going to dive right in. I'm going to get right into the value. You guys are here for one thing, to see the hex charts, maybe learn a thing or two about how to look at the charts. So we're going to do that. And then I'll come dive into the comment section after we finish all the stuff talking about that. And then I'll stay in chat a little bit. But at least for the people that aren't here live, I'm going to get right to it. And then so they can know when to check into the video, and they can check out if they don't want to see, the after talks. So make sure you guys can hear me. What's good, everybody, though? Thank you guys for being here again. I see one comment. Start Josh Allen or Jalen. Josh Allen. Quick fantasy advice. So with the hex chart, last time I was on stream, can you guys hear me, by the way? I think you guys would say something, hear me. Yes, I'm assuming you guys hear me. Last stream, it was last Thursday, which was September 2nd. Where were we at? Let's see, we were right around here. So let's go down to the 4-hour chart so we can go exactly where we're at and then review that and then see what happened, since that time. So September 2nd, around we were right here. Okay. What were we talking about? I don't fully remember. All I remember is, because we were at, the 28.5, 29 cent range. We were pushing up. We couldn't break 30. That was fresh off of me telling you guys on Twitter, if we held this 25 cent line as a support line, we're going to 30 to 33 cents, which is this range right here. I left this line on here from last stream. But when I got onto the stream, we were moving up there. Price started to slow down a little bit, but we were talking about seeing it finally push through that 30 cent range. So obviously got off stream. It consolidated a little bit longer, went on for maybe another day or so, trading sideways. And then, the price just broke way up, right? Broke way up, hit the 30 cent whole level, which is normal. Hey, you see a nice little price, reaction, respects it, breaks the 30 cent level, flips it to a support line in no time. It took no time for that to happen. So 30 cents wasn't really a massive level whatsoever. It was a minor psychological level on the big scale. But clearly, price does not care about these minor support levels right now. I just think hex is at a time right now where where it's just getting out there. People are figuring out about it. A lot of people are getting into hex. A lot of new people have gotten into hex the last 2-3 months, and they're seeing stupid returns. The thing is, this isn't anything new for hex. This is just another day at the office. Hex is just pumping. It's going up and to the right, creating perfect market structure, healthy market structure. It's literally just nothing new to us, but hex is doing what it's doing. And this time around, like, there's big money getting involved. I don't know if you saw the whale bot on Twitter. It shows all the stakes. I'm starting to see, $1.2 million, $1 million, 500,000, 700,000 staked for 10, 15 years. And these people that are staking 6-7 figures aren't getting that many T-shares. I saw $100,000 stake 2 days ago, got 37 T-shares for 5,555 days, which is good. 37 T-shares is a lot, but that's something like less than $1,000 would have got you earlier this year. And I'm probably like 1,500 to $2,000, but still, like, just to consider how fast it has gone, how fast things have grown. I mean, by the way, too, those T-shares, man, those are almost a talk of history. Like, if you guys can get your hands on T-shares, not financial advice, do it. These things are valuable. They're important. They're more rare than Hex itself, and they are appreciating way faster than Hex at this rate. I think they're almost $9,000 today per T-share. But those T-shares are almost extinct. We're not going to be talking T-shares too much longer. The only T-share conversation we'll start having, in a little while, is just from the people who have them, and that's it. So if you're going to FOMO anything, FOMO those T-shares. Stake, not financial advice. But we broke the 30-cent range right here. Shot up. We went past the 33-cent range that I had, hit the 35-cent range, and then look at all this price action. Massive candles, a bunch of institutional candles. This is how you know big money's in the market. So the first thing that stands out right here is, look at this. Here's a bullish engulfing candle. It's a form of a doji too, with the massive wick. Pay attention. The wick all comes down to this old price action around that 30-cent range. So that's a good, strong area to retest. Typically, when you see something like this, you want to see the price shoot way up. But look at the manipulation candle. So there's a lot more money in Hex at this point. So we're going to start seeing a lot of fun, unique candle patterns that you see in the big markets. If you guys have ever traded more like normal markets, like Forex, the indices or whatever, we see like a lot of volume and volatility in the market. In Hex, we don't see stuff like this too often because like the volume's not fully there. But now that the volume's actually hasn't been there, but now that the volume's actually coming in, we're starting to see some like trader type candles now, showing up. So we had this bullish engulfing. Instead of the price just shooting up right away, we had a massive push down. I call these institutional candles. Price just shoots down, kind of flushes the buyers out, and then shoots right up. That usually it's like a bot move, It's almost, I don't know what to call it exactly to make it, easy to comprehend. But anytime you see something like this, that just means there's a lot of manipulation. There's somebody that has a lot of influence in the market making a move right there. And it's always key because look at where the push down lands, right where this wick was at, right where all this previous price action breaking the 30-cent support level or resistance level. Shoots down there, trades sideways again. We kind of form, a tiny bit of a triangle here. It's a weird thing. And then price just, finally comes down one more time, shoots up. So I guess long story short, I feel like that was just too confusing. But a wave one, a wave two, kind of. We got wave three. And then we tapped this purple box, which was the next major target level that I had for you guys last week. I didn't expect it to be hit that fast. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Remember last week I got on stream, measured this out for you guys, and said this 41 to 43 cent range was the next major area. Well, price obviously hit that. And look at the first initial reaction. That candle right there. I mean, look at that wick. It touches the exact range. That's literally spot on. And you guys know me by now. You guys saw me doing this last week. Like we uncovered this level live. And just look at it. Price wicks it 3 times. So that's obviously a massive level. We discovered another massive level again for the market. And then something that stands out, we got a nice healthy pullback after, testing 41 cents as a resistance line. We dropped down pretty aggressively, but where did the support line bottom out at? Well, that old 33-cent range that goes all the way back out here. So it's just interesting. Once you see these pullbacks, a sign of healthy structure is just if this area was a zone in previous price action, you want to see future price action hit those same zones, just going higher as time goes on in an uptrend. So, but look at that. We hit that range and then shoot way up. And where do we slow down? This big vertical candle. We slow down 41-cent range again. Massive support line or resistance line here at this 41-cent range. So this is a nice level that we all spotted together on that stream. So kudos to us. But here's another scenario where Hex is just way too strong. It's way too bullish right now. I mean, it's always been, but there's too many buyers outweighing the sellers at this point in time. Just don't play with fire if you guys are doing something like that. But as you see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 touches at the 41-cent line. And then another massive push down. And then look at this. This is just slow and steady. Candles just slowly and steadily, breaking through that resistance line that we have. Just nice waves. Waves. You want to see those markets moving waves. You guys always see me talking about waves. Nice and healthy structure. That just means buyers are just outweighing the sellers. But we broke that 41-cent line finally. We didn't necessarily come back and touch it perfectly to flip it to a support line. At least yet, but as you can see, price kind of moved through, and then the tip of that range at 43 cents, we hit it. Price respects it, breaks it, comes back, retests it, flips it to a support line. Boom. We bounce off it once, bounce off it twice. Now 43 cents is holding as a support line. And in this current moment, price, we maxed out at, 47.3, 47.4 pennies. 47.4 pennies, by the way, like Hex all-time high. I think it's the 6th day in a row, like 47 pennies. We're at 11 pennies 30 days ago. I mean, man. And two, Hex is now 20 cents more expensive than Dogecoin. So last week or like last month, Dogecoin was more expensive than Hex. But anyways, we just had a massive push down right now off this 47 cent range. And look, we're still holding this 43 cent support levels. So in this current moment, if Hex maintains this 43 cent range, if we can hold this purple range, not the next major target anymore. Now this purple range is just our new box. You know how we had this old box here? We always have these boxes of previous support and resistance lines and stuff. Let me delete out some of these drawings. If Hex can, keep this purple box as a support line, this price is going to move up fast and very soon. So let's try to depict how it can potentially happen. So something that stands out here, I think I have a good idea. So let's take a look at this real quick. Once we broke that 30 cent range, you have all this price action right here. First thing I noticed is this triangle. I kind of pointed it out like a few minutes ago, but whenever you create a triangle, price just stays, inside of these two, ranges and breaks out. I like to see it break out and start like a 3 to 5 wave move. So if we consider this triangle area a breakout, we have breakout wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and then wave 5 would be off this range. And it can come all the way back down to this box. If it touches 41 cents, that would make me happy. You guys know how I like my pullbacks and everything. If I can see a 41 cent Hex touch, I'd be super happy. But I wouldn't put my money on it. There's just too many buyers. I'm outweighing the sellers, so it could happen. But if we still hold 43, I'd probably be less shocked. Okay, but so yeah, if we break this triangle, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. So remember that 59.60 cent range that we pointed out last week on top of that 43 cent range? It's time to start considering that for the next major target because, yeah, like I said, this thing happened a lot faster than I expected. So let's just measure out a couple things to project that next level if these are the patterns that we are creating. Yeah, look at this. I go up to the 4-hour chart. Here's that triangle pattern that I just drew out. It looks a little different. Oh, by the way, here's another reason why the Hex price is just holding strong again. In this triangle that is drew out, we actually had bearish structure print. Look at this. The black, white, and black candle. That's that doji. That's that bullish engulfing doji candle, but going down. Whenever you see that, price immediately follows, usually with a strong push that direction. So we had that print out inside the triangle, and price did not push down after printing that. It actually went the total opposite. That's another sign of just mad strength. There's so much strength in this Hex market right now. But all that price action happening in this little triangle, I mean, if we did break it, 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Let's see if 59.60 cent range is realistic for the short-term wave if we do hold the support here. What I'm going to do to find that is I'm going to measure this third wave with Fibonacci, okay? Keep it nice and simple. Don't need to know too much about the Fibonacci. Just know the 618 levels are the golden ratios. So let's go here. I'm going to the top of this wick here. So the bottom of that wave to the top of that wave. So assuming that is the top of this wave, so wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 tops off here. Where can you expect a pullback? Probably to the 618 range. I always tell you guys about that level. Where is the 618? Magically enough, look at this. The red line, 618, right here. Price just hit it and wicked it. It respected it. Not once, but twice. What else stands out about this that makes Hex look strong as ever on top of everything else we already pointed out? Man, so there's a lot of strong things here, okay? Another bullish engulfing candle. Price pushes up right after. That's another. It's not even a little thing. It's a big thing. But look at this doji, bulgy engulfing candle. Look how picture perfect this is, right? So in the midst of this third wave, we print this pattern. Price usually shoots up. What else is key about these patterns that I always tell you guys? I feel like I say this every week, but this is key to know. Whenever you see these patterns, that's a massive level for future reference. So whenever you see something like this print, you see the impulse. If you start to see a correction, don't be shocked to see your corrections come tap these doji plays, especially something this picture perfect. What makes that so ironic to kind of back that up is this. When I put the Fibonacci on this wave, the 618 level, not only did it just come back down to this exact range, but look at the 618 runs right through this candle. So you can throw a few tools together. It's not even a tool. I just one tool in a Fibonacci, and then just knowing certain patterns and understanding where money is sitting inside of these charts whenever you see certain candles. That's how you find these big levels. So it's pretty clear. It's almost clear as day at that point. So if this pullback stops and respects this range, I would not be surprised because that 618 just happens to be in that range. Now for projecting it, the 1.61 is kind of like a future range. If this is, where we impulse at, that has the next move at 555. I like that number, 555. So a very minor level could be 55.5 cents. That's a very conservative target. Shouldn't have any issue getting there. But I would say, yeah, so we're probably looking 50. I want to say 55 to 60, but so 55 will be the bottom. And then let me just do a couple other things. Let me go to the daily chart and just see if we can get these numbers to align on different patterns. Look at this daily chart, by the way. So daily chart showed you guys 2 weeks ago now, one of the strongest engulfing candles I've ever seen in Hex. And look at the immediate price reaction. I mean, ever since this candle printed, I told you guys that we were quote unquote scary bullish. We saw a 112% move in 10 days. So price literally did over a 2x after seeing that candle. And that candle happened at 23 cents. So that was already like a nice all-time high. But what printed inside of this is, look at this. And one of those it's another doji engulfing, but this one a little bit less significant, but it still matters because just look at, you have the big push up, the small push down, the wick just kind of gets eaten alive, and the next candle just keeps going. Another sign of strength. So there's a lot of just simple patterns that are printing inside of Hex right now. Same kind of thing immediately follows. Push up, almost the same type of doji, and then another push up after that. So right now, if this candle is a little bit stronger than the last two, but if history repeats itself, I mean, let's do something quick. This first candle was 22%. Okay. Let's see. The second candle was smaller, and this is just a day candle where it opens and closes, by the way. 11%. So meet in the middle, like 15, 16%. Where does that bring us? 15, 16%, 52. Yeah, so the very next candle in the next 24 hours, if we do see this thing push up and close above 50 cents, I'll say, we'll definitely see 55, and then we're probably pushing 59.60 to maybe eventually start a pullback on the day chart, because this pullback hasn't really happened yet. You know what I'm saying? So remember this picture perfect triangle pattern that we had? This is back in late August now. This is a couple weeks away. We broke it. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. I mean, where's wave 4 at? Is wave 4 going to come? Is there going to be a pullback? If it does, it might only be just here. I'm not 100% certain. It's just there's no signs of a pullback, but we are getting the minor pullbacks in the shorter time frames. So things are looking good. But yeah, wave 4 can be all the way up to 59.60 cents, who knows? But I'm looking at 55 just to play it, short term for you guys. I know you guys like to check your staker app every day. So what I would look for in the next couple days, you want to see the support line above 41 cents. If it's 41 to 43 cents hold support, safely 55 is the next move, but I'm saying we're probably going to touch that 59.60 range. Let's just say 60 cents, the whole level. Man, look how big I made this box. I was just expecting so much more time for the actual price to hit there. So let me minimize that one. This yellow one's actually long too. Now that price is already come and gone, I can make them smaller. And then we're going to go 60 cents. Whole level is our next major target from here. So let me make another rectangle. 59. I'm very like specific about this. So I'm going to make sure this is like the exact levels. So 0.60. No, 0.59. 0.60. So it's that. So this is a small range because, like I said, I don't think it's going to be a major support line or a major resistance line, especially if 30 cents wasn't. But that will be the next major target. Let me just write that in. Then I'm going to hop in the chat, see what's going on with you guys, and then we'll talk a little bit more TA, but I don't want to leave you guys hanging. Next major target. Ooh, hopefully you guys are learning a thing or two tonight. Need some water. I'm just gonna go kind of from the bottom up. There's a lot of comments in there. Shout out to all you guys. I mean, I see you guys. I'm not gonna just name everybody one by one. It's gonna take forever, and I don't want to like bore people. But I see every one of you in the chat. It's a lot of familiar faces. Thank you guys for being here. Cut up this one. Now you got the next purple box. If that's what you're asking. Yeah, dip happened. It happened. It's yeah, those dips aren't lasting long at all. So there is a dip that already did happen. So watch out for the 41 to 43 cent range. Hex Fetty, it's good to hear some strong formations on TA. Hex, thanks to yeah, thank you. It's looking stronger than ever. It's crazy as it sounds. Like this is the strongest I've ever seen Hex in my entire life, and Hex has been nothing but stronger than it's ever been every day. You know, the more money that gets put into it, the more bullish I get. You know. Yeah, 50 is peanuts. Yeah, that 50 cents is such a minor target. I mean, we're seeing, 5 to 7 cents in candles now or days now. So, very minor level. Marco the Hexagon, what is good? Another super. He's always super chatting this channel, Marco, man. You can tell he was an early Hex OG, but keep up the great work. Lots of new Hexagons need this type of simple TA. I'm glad. Yeah, if you guys are onboarding new people and you guys have people that aren't familiar with markets, that are just getting into Hex, that are worried, that just don't know much, yeah, send them my way. Show them to my videos. I try to keep things nice and simple. I try to make it easy to comprehend, easy to understand. And the ultimate goal is so they can learn it too, right? I don't want people to just rely on my videos, but for like their analysis all the time. I want people to, I guess, learn from my analysis and incorporate it into your own style. And then you'll be able to look at the chart and trust your own analysis. The markets are cold. They don't care about anything or anybody or anyone's emotions. So it's you against the world in the markets. So Hex is really that safe haven if you're new to the markets though. So if you're here and you're new, you're early, congratulations. Get ready for the ride. Put your seatbelt on. Things happen fast. Life happens fast out here in the Hex world. So, but yeah, so, Bailey at Brand, my man, Bailey at Brand, what is good? I was watching you on stream, I think earlier today. I don't know if you're live or not. It may have been a rerun, but I was watching you today. You're always doing your good contributions to the Hex community. Bailey at Brand. So that's that. I'm gonna skip through some more of these. Yeah, my comments are they're going behind right now. So I'm losing some. Yeah, scary bullish. I feel like that describes it perfectly too. Like it is scary bullish. Scary as in like if you don't own Hex, this is not financial advice, but if you don't own Hex, you're scared. You're scared out of your mind. This is like a tsunami. The wave just sucked back into the ocean. You see the wave coming. It's inevitable at this point. And the people that knew about Hex at under a penny or early on or even 10 or 20 cents, and there's people that still know Hex today that don't say good things about it because they don't own it. Those people, those are the ones that have the most fear. Some people are crapping their pants right now because this storm is coming, and I don't think many of us can comprehend what's right around the corner. So Hex is literally doing what it's doing. I mean, we're talking dollar Hex by the time Pulse Chain goes live at this point. We're just over a 2x away before Pulse Chain goes live. And let me show you guys something real quick. Nomics.com. Oh, no. Nomics.com. We're talking scary bullish. It's not just in the charts. Can you guys see my nomics? Yeah. So Hex, number 3 in the world, 256 billion market cap. That is a $250 billion market cap. So if we're talking scary bullish. Look at this. Hex is less than 2x away from flipping Ethereum. Hex is less than what is that? That's a 3x at this point. That's between 3 and 4x from flipping Bitcoin. So let me do that math. Make sure I got this right. So 883, 256. Yeah, 3.4x away. So Hex is less than a 4x away from flipping Bitcoin. Hex is less than a 2x from flipping Ethereum. The flippening, we knew the flippening was inevitable, right? The flippening of that first coin to flip Bitcoin as number one in the world, and it was a Ethereum thing. Who would have known that the real flippening is going to be Hex flipping Bitcoin? Hex is right there. Hex is one strong move. Hex is one gate, one gate being broken away from that Ethereum flip. So the real flipping is going to be Hex, and it's probably the easiest call to make at this rate is knowing that, okay, Hex will flip Bitcoin before Ethereum flips Bitcoin. Hex will be the number one coin. If this is truly the bear market and Bitcoin and Ethereum are in this bull trap right now, especially Bitcoin, it will be by the end of this year. If we stay the pace that we're going at, Hex will flip Bitcoin and Ethereum by the end of this year. And that's scary bullish. So if you look at the chart, you're scary bullish. If you look at just the numbers, it's scarier bullish. I mean, look at this. Look at these 1 year stats. So the past 12 months, I'm going to click. Just looking at nomics, 16,322%. Like really? 353% in Bitcoin, 852 in Ethereum. Those are good results, right? That's good. That's beating any 401k, that's beating any stock. Crypto, any asset in crypto that's obviously besides the scammy rug pull ones, that you can't really go wrong. Anything valued against the US dollar is going to go up by default, especially something in crypto that has any sort of, hype behind it. I mean, look at these numbers. Dogecoin, the world flipped over for Dogecoin's 9,000% this year. Hex is outperforming Dogecoin the past 12 months, almost doubling, and no one's going to say a peep about it, right? So that's scary bullish. You want to be even scarier bullish. Let's look at some other stuff. Let's go to this other Hex chart, the one with the Uniswap, so I can see the price from day one. 1 second. All right, so loaded. Scary. Oh, let me delete off all these. This is from last week. Let's just see how the price is moving. So remember I put on that Fibonacci last week from the all-time low to the all-time high. Well, as of last week, whatever it was. Oh no, I did the and it was what price was at. It was at 30 cents last week. I was like, okay, if we top 30 cents, that's where I put the Fibonacci, and then I put that 1.618 right here. That's actually at 51 cents. How close are we? Let me zoom in. That 1.618 is about to be touched. That's right around here. Yeah, 49. So about, let's say 50 cents. 50 cent whole level, that's inevitable at this point. So we can, as long as 41 to 43 cents still holds that support line how it has been, bare minimum 50 to 55 cents you're going to see. And then, I mean, let me just show you guys some targets real quick. This is just Fibonacci numbers, okay? I'm going to redo this and just give you guys numbers from a Fibonacci that if you guys watch my streams the past few months, it's proven. The Fibonacci is a proven system. Hex all-time low to Hex all-time high, 47 cents Fibonacci. And this isn't going to be like dead accurate, but it's still just for speculation purposes. Where's the next few targets considering the 618 levels? And this is just the numbers. This is just for giggles. Next one, 1.618, assuming we top off at 49 cents. 76 cents is that next push. The 2.618 is $1.24. 3.618, $1.71. Next big one, 216, 268. So that's why I say if you guys are here, you're under $1, you're buying Hex under $1, you are early. You are early because there's going to be a point in time here very soon where we're dollars. And yeah, remember how we took so long to get to a penny and then we started moving a few pennies per day? Well, it's going to take us a while. Well, it's not even taking a while at this point to get to $1, but then it's going to be like, oh, we got to $1, then we're going to be trading dollars per day. So scary bullish. But that's not the reason why I pulled up this chart. That's one, since it was there, I figured I'd show you. See some scary bullish stuff. Let's compare X to all these other big coins. Bitcoin, USD. I mean, it's not fair. It really isn't fair. You see that chart that Richard posts all the time? Like, this is literally what Hex is doing. That orange line is Bitcoin compared to Hex in terms of a percentage of movement. Since, you know, Hex was released, it's not close. That's like a 62. It's a 62,000% difference right now. 62,300% difference. Hex is outperforming Bitcoin since the day it came out. Let's add another one in here. ETH, USD. The blue one, Ethereum, is, look at Ethereum's killing Bitcoin, right? Ethereum is outpacing Bitcoin by almost 2,000%, about 1,700%. Yeah, it's still being outpaced by, you know, 60,000% from Hex. What other coins out there? Cardano's looking good, so let's just throw Cardano on there just to show you guys. Cardano dollar. There's Cardano, gets killing everything else, right? And it's about 7,000% up. Since Hex came out, it's still down. Hex is outperforming Cardano by about 50,000%. I mean, you're talking scary bullish. Look at this move. Like, this is just a vertical wall that we're building right here. So there's really nothing. There's no close second at this point in cryptocurrency. There's just Hex, and it'll compete against, you know, the Pulse chain version of Hex. That's for sure. It'll compete against Pulse, but there's not a coin that's live right now that's in comparison. There's just nothing that competes right now. So there's Hex, then there's the rest of the pack, but this is that Nobel Peace Prize worthy that we talk about, that Richard Hart talks about. This is innovation for economics in the world. This is something the world has never seen. This is something the world is probably never going to see again. You can't do Hex twice. He has his licensing stuff already on there, so you can't really do the code again. So this is world changing innovation for economics and for people's lives. I mean, you talk to anybody in Hex, everybody has a good story. There's nobody that's negative right now, unless you just bought Hex like an hour ago. You might be down a little bit, but like, whatever, you know, you're not trading. You can buy every top. I said this before. You can buy every top in Hex for the next 5 years. You'll be A-okay. So say if this 47 cents is the top for whatever reason for the next month, you buy it, you're going to be good. I promise you that. It's not financial advice, but you are going to be good. So scary, scary bullish. And that's really it. I mean, I don't have too much. I'm going to jump into the comment section now, but hopefully I made that quick for the people that aren't live. Let's see what you guys got. Yeah, thank you. Let's go. Welcome. Gnome. You've been deadly accurate so far. Great work, Jenkinz. Thank you. You know, I appreciate it. I try to give you guys, you know, my all and show you guys my mind behind all this, and I just hope to provide value for you guys. Thank you for sharing the video. I appreciate it. Yeah, 55 to 60 cents. Yeah, so I mean, I know I like to be more specific. When we were at a penny, I used to be specific about the ranges. Like, oh, let's go to 1.4 pennies or 2.2 pennies. Now it's just like a 5 penny gap. We're moving so fast that I'm not going to sit here and try to pinpoint out the exact penny. Although that 41 cent top, that 41 to 43 cent range that we did point out last week, literally the area we saw, you know, price kind of slow down at, just to show the people that didn't get here earlier. It's not even loading at this point. Come on. Well, it's going to load in a second. This purple range, right? Although we got that spot on, we did get it spot on, and then now we're even holding it as a support level. Like, even with that being said, yeah, I'm not trying to get too specific. I'm just enjoying the ride, but yeah, that's just my duty to show you guys the zones. 41 cents support. Yes. Yeah. Life happens very fast everywhere, but especially in Hex. It's been a long time coming. This year has been a roller coaster. Scary Bowlish. That's exactly what it is. Beautiful time to be alive. I agree. I don't know. I saw people talking about a $100 and $200 wick. I didn't see it. I mean, there's some charts, I guess, that have it, but that's not. I don't think that's really happening. But yeah, the tsunami, the tsunami and Hex. Yeah, great idea right here. Late 28. Here we go. Hex TA clothing merch going down. Scary Bullish. Just for that, I'll have that. I'll get that in the works. I will make sure I tell you guys about that. That is a great idea. Late 28. I'll remember your name for that one. Yeah. So I got you guys. Whatever the people want. So, hey, to each their own. Wake dog. If it's not good for you, it's not good for you. It's God's plant, though. It's nature. I love nature. The world's beautiful. Vertical insanity. It's exactly what it is. Yeah, Ben Miller, $20 super chat. Ben Miller, thanks for donating to the channel. My favorite show to stream each week. Screw Netflix. I appreciate it. I mean, I feel like you watch technical analysis streams. If you listen to anything Hex related, you're gonna gain more from Netflix. So good value here. What you learn here, could ultimately make you money. Obviously, it's not because of the technical analysis. It's because of the product, Hex itself. But shout out to your super chat. I know there's been a lot of people giving super chats to this channel, so keep doing what you guys are doing, supporting the channel. Discourse Syndicate, the guys, Kinetics and RG3 and the boys. They're really doing a good thing. They put me on here too, so I know they appreciate it. We all do. Jenkinz, 365 days from now, throw out a number for us. 365 days now, throw out a number for us. Gun to my head. My analysis is $1 Hex by the time Pulse drops. If that happens, the year from now, $10 Hex on both chains. Hope you like that. What is good, Russ? Welcome. So I'm not getting all the comments. I'm kind of behind, but I'm just trying to go through. We could compare Hex to Bitcoin at its current value. You definitely can, because here's the issue. If there's someone new coming into crypto in today's world, you're telling someone to buy a $47,000 Bitcoin in today's world, 46.7. That's not what. There's more potential out there in crypto for a new person. If you got into Bitcoin early, great, right? It did its thing. Bitcoin paved the path and gave us all a way. But there's no way in hell if you guys really know about Hex, just being not even a Hexican about it. If you guys know the product of Hex and you are still out there telling people that Bitcoin's a thing, like you unfortunately, there's just a form of ignorance there. You really have to understand, because there's just better opportunities, and everybody can speak from experience that has bought Hex instead of Bitcoin. How many people out there transform their Bitcoin to Hex and change their lives? If you buy Bitcoin at let's say Bitcoin's at 50K right now. If you buy Bitcoin at 50K, you need it to be at 100K just to see a 2x in your money. I mean, Hex did a 10x in the last 120 days. No, it's like a 12x now in the last 120 days. Bitcoin is not going to do a 12x anytime soon. So you have to compare them. And if you compare them from day one, does anybody know where that chart's at, where it compares Ethereum, Hex, and Bitcoin? All from day one. I could pull that up. I can't remember. It's apex.win. I think maybe it's Gerardo's website. What's Gerardo's website? I think he might have that. No, I got that wrong. I'm not sure. There's a chart out there though that compares them from day one, and Hex is outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum from their launch, right? So it took Hex. I had a tweet like a month ago when we first saw our first 155,000 recent price. It took Bitcoin an extra 300 days to get to where Hex got, and it took Ethereum an extra like 200 70 days or something. So Hex is outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum, the two largest coins in the world, in day to day at their current prices and overall from the moment they started to where Hex is at now with data that we have. Hex is outperforming everything. But yeah, if someone's doing the crypto, you could compare them to Bitcoin and Ethereum right now because they're just Bitcoin and Ethereum. They're good for the people that were early. The same way Hex is good for the people that are early. And if you get into Hex now, you're early. It's simple. One day Hex is going to be a lot of money. It's going to be expensive, and there will be less earning potential at the top. But when we get to that point, you still stake your money and earn interest. So there's still a monetary value that backs it. So the Hex is literally perfect. I love it. If Hex is a baby daddy, I'd be all for it. Yeah, we are crazy early, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, you might be down if you bought an hour ago. Where are we at? We're back to 45 cents though. So let me just zoom in on this 1 hour chart. Let's see what's happening here. I mean, yeah, we're starting to get a little bit, I'm not going to call it a pump, but we see this price action. 3 to 5 wave move for a pullback. Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gone, something like that. This won't spend too much time down here. If Hex is going to respect this purple box, we're not going to spend much time down here at all. So yeah, just watch out for this range, 41 to 43 cents. That's what's it called? A massive range to pay attention to. MT Coiner, what is good? The only TA in crypto I watch anymore. I appreciate it, man. So I appreciate it. I do. Like I said, I try to give you guys the value, try to make it nice and simple, right? There's no need to like make it all complex with indicators and act like a chart wizard. Just go on here and just look at what the thing's doing. The price is telling us a story, and I just try to translate that story. Wake Dog, super chat, $9.99. Don't tell my wife I sent you this money. I definitely won't. Should have sent it in Hex so no one could have saw it. But we appreciate that. Okay, let me scroll down some more. But yeah, I mean, that's really all I got for you guys. I'm gonna cut this short, 45 minutes. If you guys have any questions, concerns, hit me up on Twitter at Crypto Jenkinz is my name on Twitter. I'd like to post snippets of my videos, so you guys probably see my videos on Twitter every now and then. I like to kind of bring the value out there, bring some ranges out there. Follow me on Twitter. I try to keep it full of value. I don't try to like tweet too much nonsense. I like to just keep it all Hex based because I know that's what the people want. That's what I'm here for. I started streaming for Hex just to kind of contribute. So that's my mission. That's my purpose, and nothing's going to change that. So whether it's on live streams, whether it's on Twitter, follow me there. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do random live streams. I might do one in a few. I like to do them like on like Sundays, stuff like that. I like to do live streams randomly on my channel. So follow me there. Jenkinz is still pre-viral, just like Hex. I think Hex is beating Jenkinz to virality. So you guys gotta help me out here. Keep pumping that Jenkinz YouTube account. But yeah. So I see the $10 comments. What can stop Hex from going to $10? Nothing. Nothing's gonna stop Hex from going to $2. The only thing that might not happen is it happening in a year, but I would put my money on it happening in a year at this rate. There's nothing out there that's going to stop it regardless. It's a matter of time. I mean, Hex is going to be expensive one day. You guys are early today. I love it. Yeah, big money with eyes on it now. Robert Kiyosaki, I think his last name is, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad. I saw he was having a conversation about Hex and DeFi. And the moment a man like that figures out Hex, he buys Hex, sees his profit. The man writes books for financial advice. He finds out about Hex, sees a little bit of profit, understands the staking system and how rare T-shares are right now. And he wants to make another book about financial advice, put Hex in that book, change people's lives, and you pump the hell out of our bags. So wait till people like him, wait till a Gary V type guy gets into it. These people that really help pump NFTs and things like Dogecoin on the internet. These will be the same people that'll just goat Hex. They will cement Hex once and for all. But it's out there. Like it is leaking out there. The storm is coming. It's like, the you wake up and it's projected to storm today. There's a tornado watch for like 10 hours. Like you know a tornado might come, and then you get that tornado warning. It's like, oh shit, the tornado is here, you know, and then it actually hits. The tornado hasn't actually hit yet, but it's on the ground. So Hex is coming fast. Pause. But yeah, my Twitter is at Crypto Jenkinz. For whoever was just asking that. I thought I had it on here, but I guess not. At Crypto Jenkinz, like somebody, you'll find me. I mean, there's not a lot of Crypto Jenkinses out there. Let's see. Jinx, would you agree that the only place where this could possibly take a good dip is when it goes onto the pulse? No. I just don't see the purpose in anybody selling their Hex. Like, just because Pulse Chain comes out, why would you sell Hex? You know, I'm not selling Hex. Like, I bought Hex with a purpose, with a reason, and I had a vision in mind. Like most of us, thanks to staking and T shares and everything, we kind of mapped out our future. And there's just no reason to sell Hex. It's the world's fastest appreciating asset. You're not gonna. What benefit is there to selling it? You can buy something. Like, what can you possibly buy that's going to feel better than just having Hex while it's just appreciating at the rate it's appreciating at, you know? But I mean, there could be the whatever. Like, no, like I just don't see it. Like Hex should be well over dollars at this point. It's a shame that it's still so cheap because of like how quiet the world is about it. But once it's out there, it's out there. Like $10 is not going to be hard to get to, and I wouldn't expect Pulse Chain to cause a dip. If anything, Pulse Chain is going to cause Hex to pump. What you might see happen is you might see Hex just go parabolic once the Pulse Chain announcement comes or when it goes live, and that's why I think we're going to see it hit $1. Maybe we get a pullback from $1, but I wouldn't say that's Pulse Chain related. I would just say that's normal, healthy market structure, right? Pullbacks are in the game. But there's absolutely no reason why Pulse Chain should harm eHex's price whatsoever. What's my number of X's in 5 years? It depends off this price. I mean, yeah. So look at Bitcoin's model. What Bitcoin's at a 6.5 million X to get to 65K. Take that number and subtract some years, and that's probably what you're going to see in Hex. 6.5 million X. It took Bitcoin 10 years, and let's say 7 years for Hex to do a 6.5 million X from the January 5th bottom of 2020. Thank you. I appreciate it. I already said goodbye to you guys, so I see people on there, but yeah, so that's all I got for you guys. If you guys have any questions, concerns, like I said, hit me up. It was fun. Hopefully you guys learned a thing or two. I'll be here next Thursday as always. Follow me on Twitter, subscribe to my channel. And then hopefully next time we get on channel, we get that next major target, which is right around this range. Oh, whoops. Hang on. Next major target right around, where's our purple box? 59 to 60 cents. Let's see if we can keep this ball rolling. Remember, watch out for this area for the next couple days, hours, okay? But peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm frozen. I'm back. All right, peace out, ladies and gentlemen.